Hello there everyone, this is me Ethan here and welcome back to another LEGO video, and today I'm finally doing my long-awaited 2022 LEGO room tour. Today is December 26th, 2022, and I thought I would finally share what my room looks like with my new setup that I set up around after my birthday in like September-ish, or it was during the summer. I think it was around my birthday where I completely changed the setup of everything, and some of the videos back then you may have noticed were completely different in setup compared to most of my other summer videos. So today I thought I would finally showcase to you everything, or pretty much everything in my room with my new setup. I'm very happy with it. I've gotten a ton of new LEGO sets within the past 6 months since I've gotten my job that I haven't shared on the channel, so I'm very excited to do this video today, so let's get into it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start off right where I was standing. I went ahead and moved my chair right over here, but this is where I was standing. This is my bed. That's where I put my tripod there for the moment. I am also using my new gimbal now, so we should hopefully have some really smooth movement. I was waiting until I got this gimbal to actually make this video. There it is right there. You may remember it from the Christmas haul recently. But here's my bed. Nothing much to it except for underneath I have just a ton of storage, like minifigure stuff, and if I can get you all over here. Yeah, there's some minifigure stuff under there, and pretty much just a bunch of storage for instruction manuals and stuff like that. Right over here, we have a minifig drawer. Here's some Marvel figures that I have, a bunch of Harry Potter figures and accessories and stuff. And then at the very bottom is Ninjago and Lego Movie. Right up here, we have my remote for these Christmas lights that I have for my displays. I believe number 2 is this one. And then number 3 is this one with the Christmas tree as well. So very cool. I like using that. Got some water, chapstick. Currently going to get to Jurassic Park. I haven't read it since the summer, so got to get around to that. Over here we have a storage box from the Disney castle that I bought for my birthday, and I'm just keeping some sets in it. Also got a couple writing utensils from whenever I'm writing and stuff. One of these makeup brushes so I can clean up my Lego sets whenever they're dusty. Right here we have my Avatar remaster poster that I got from Disney Movie Insiders about 2 months or so back. It's a really cool poster. It's like the large one they use in the movie theaters, and it's double-sided, so there's it prints through to the back so they can light it up from the movie theater. Sorry, I gotta catch my breath there. It is a really cool poster. I love Avatar now, so yeah, there's that. And then we'll move over here to this shelf. There is the full pan of this shelf over here. We'll go and start off all the way up at the top. Up here we have my Iron Man comic book poster. I really love this one. The Iron Man display from right here used to be right here, but I moved it around. Right here we have the beautiful Sonic the Hedgehog set. I love this set so much. It's such a cool display piece. It was a pain to put those little pieces together, but I've almost had that for a year. I got it around the 5th of January, I think, last year. I'll have to check. And then right here we have the sitcom sets. Queer Eye doesn't count because it's a reality TV show. So here's every single sitcom set. We've got Central Perk, or not every single one. I don't have the Friends Apartment. That's the only one I'm missing, and I'm not that interested. But here are the mainline sitcom sets. They're really cool. Obviously we've got Central Perk right here. Got all the characters. This was the first one I got. And then I got Seinfeld in the summer. Love this one. I'm a bigger fan of Seinfeld, so I do like this one quite a bit better. And then over here, obviously my favorite one is The Office. It's one of my favorite sitcoms ever. My favorite one is still King of Queens, but The Office is certainly number 2, at least, around there. Such a cool set. I absolutely love this one. I want to do a review of it, but there were so many little details and references that I couldn't keep up with. And it's just kind of a strange set to have to review. You've already seen the reviews for it. So, yeah. And then obviously, as you can tell, I had to stack Seinfeld and the Friends Central Perk because they're 2 smaller sets. It doesn't look as good. They're just not very easy to display since they're so flat. And I actually used to have them displayed right there on that shelf. But yeah, they look really cool right there. I want a better place to display them, but they're just they're not very tall sets. They're very thin, longer sets. They're not very tall, so they don't look too great on my top shelf right here, but hopefully at some point I'll find a good spot for them. Then right over here, we've got my Avatar display. The only 2 sets I currently have are the Tree of Souls with Torque Mokdo and then the Site 26 and RDA Samson. I love both of these sets. I actually won the Tree of Souls in Torque Mocto from Kilutral. I believe that's how you say it. It's the Discord server for learning how to learn the Navi language. I came in just the night before they did the giveaway, and I won the largest set, which was very fun. This is a beautiful set. I probably wouldn't pay full price for it, but honestly, it's a really, really cool, substantial set. The minifigures here are pretty cool. Moat looks a little bit strange, but Neytiri and Tesute look pretty cool. And then obviously you got the Dire Horse right there. You got the Floating Mountain. That's the best Jake Sully minifigure right there. And then there's the Site 26 and RDA Samson. I love the military style helicopter up here. Looks really cool. And I love how you get display stands in all these sets too. And Site 26 is pretty great because you get some regular Lego minifigures, not the tall ones. So nice diverse array right there. You can also see some MCU posters. These smaller ones that I've gotten through the years, they all look pretty cool. But Marvel used to kind of take up this spot. So now these just kind of stay right here. I have no other spot for them. So they just kind of don't match at all. Iron Man's up here. Meanwhile, all my Lego Iron Man stuff is right here. I've got MCU stuff right here. Meanwhile, my MCU stuff is right here. Avatar right next to Iron Man. Meanwhile, Avatar's all the way over here. It's kind of a mess. But let's go down to this shelf, which is the main Marvel shelf. Here we have the Guardian ship that I got last year for my birthday. Absolutely amazing set. One of the best Marvel sets of the year. Maybe even the best if you're not counting the Daily Bugle. Got some amazing, absolutely fantastic minifigures. I've upgraded some, as you can see. Rocket's got some different hands, different arms. Mantis has got a different face. There's the Awesome Mix Volume 2 because I got Groot this year. Also a really cool set. I don't think he's that creepy. He's just cool to me. And then you've also got the Doc Ock mech back there because it's kind of a cool one I want to keep. There's the Quantum Realm Explorer right next to Luis's van. There's New Asgard, one of the best $30 valued Lego sets in my opinion. It's such a cool little display piece. Anyways, there's Luis's van. Quite a bit of dust on there. I really need to dust a lot of this Marvel stuff. But then there's Arishem back there, as well as the Sanctuary 2 and the Shang-Chi battle set. You can maybe see back there. Pretty cool. I upgraded that Captain Marvel. There's the Endgame Final Battle. I added the Korg and Meek from the accessory pack. I upgraded that Captain America right there. Upgraded that Wanda using the Sanctum face. Added the Firestar Toys skirt piece, if you remember from my last Firestar Toys haul. I haven't made a Firestar Toys order in a while, but I plan to next year, don't worry. And then there's Valkyrie from that same accessory pack. There's a teeny tiny Ant-Man and my upgraded Black Panther minifigure, the purple one. Then here's my Thanos collection. There's the minifigure from the Sanctuary 2. Got the Infinity War Big Fig right there, the Endgame one down here, and the Brickhead. Very, very cool. We got the Wolverine mech. The only mech I've bought in a while from Marvel. And then right over here is my proud Iron Man display. I forgot to mention you can see the corresponding posters back here that are similar to the ones up here. So we got Guardians, Avengers, and then Iron Man, obviously. This is one of my proudest collections. First up, we've got the Iron Man helmet. I think it is a little bit overhated, but at the same time, it is not a perfect set or even good set in my opinion. It looks awful from the side, but from the front, I really don't mind it, aside from the plates. But that side, we've got two minifigures displayed. Two minifigures that I really like that I've wanted to keep on display. I just have no spot for over here where it makes sense. So 2012 upgraded Captain America and Falcon sit on top of Iron Man's head. And then we have the Tony Stark Edith glasses from Spider-Man Far From Home. Bought those a couple months back, and they're just a really cool piece of memorabilia to stick right here. I've got some thumbtacks for future posters because you know I love taking up wall space. Here is my Iron Man display, or my sort of Iron Man suit display, I should say. Back there we've got the first Infinity War Hulkbuster holding an American flag. I really want to get the new one, but it's just a little bit too expensive for my taste. Obviously we've got the beautiful Igor suit and the buildable Iron Man figure from January of this year. Here are all my Iron Man minifigure suits. Take a quick pan through these. Really proud of this collection so far. Hope to expand upon it more in the future, but for right now, I'm pretty happy with it. And there's Tony Stark and his Burger King cheeseburger and his hot rod. So yeah, I really love this Iron Man display. And now moving down here, we have kind of a miscellaneous display. Right here, we have a little bit of Stranger Things. Obviously, the Stranger Things set. We've got the Demogorgon keychain. I'm trying to keep and get everything Lego Stranger Things that's available for retail at stores and stuff, so I had to buy the keychain, even though I already do own the minifigure down there. You can see the two Brickheads as well as two Funko Pops that I got from Mason the Nerd. There's the Dustin one, the Lucas one. There are the minifigures right there, and obviously put some in the set. Over here we've got a various array of Pops and action figures. Back there we've got Shang-Chi and Star-Lord from Thor Love and Thunder. Right here we got some Doctor Strange stuff, obviously an extra Doctor Strange minifigure. Doctor Strange himself, not Sinister Strange, Defender Strange, that was his name. Got the Defender Strange pop and the Wanda one, which has a really cool sort of display, powerful stand thing there. And then there's an extra Miss Marvel. And then we have two Thor Love and Thunder pops. Great character designs and stuff. Awful movie, but there's Thor. He looks really cool. I love the Stormbreaker there. And Jane, I love the shiny helmet. And then there's Korg as well. I love the sort of sand blue coloring on him. He's a huge pop compared to the rest. And then, of course, we have one of my very first Marvel pops, Professor Hulk from Avengers Endgame, handing 2 tacos to Scott Lang. And then right over here, we have one of my favorite sets released this year. This is the Sanctum Sanctorum. I've upgraded a lot of these. Back there, we've got some of the extra pieces. There is Sinister Strange falling from the side. Can't really see him. Garganto sticking out. There's Dead Strange. There's Iron Man. Here's Wong and Doctor Strange, and they're upgraded with their sort of shields. And Doctor Strange has the upgraded Firestar Toys arm and head. Here's Spider-Man. Here's Wanda. She's upgraded big time with the Darkhold, that same cape that you saw up here with this Wanda from Firestar Toys. The Firestar Toys face, and then the Firestar Toys arms, and she looks fantastic right there. And then here we have Wong. I eventually want to upgrade this Wong, but for right now, he's just looking like this. I also really need to dust this set as well, and these trees are kind of falling over, so I need to fix that. And then here's America Chavez. I just added some custom Firestar Toys arms here. Here's Mordo. Really hope Firestar releases some upgrades for him. And then same with Ebony Maw back there. I know they have an Iron Man one, and I think they have one for Dead Strange, Zombie Doctor Strange, but I'm not too sure. That's not clicked down all the way. But yeah, there's the Sanctum. Easily one of my favorite sets of the year. And now moving down over here, we have the Batman display. I still need to get the Lego Batcave set, but I'm really happy with this right now. We have a giant Funko Pop of the Batman. This is just the main one, but it's one of those giant pops that you find at Target all the time kind of randomly. I got this guy for I think like $10 and they normally retail for 30, so I had to snag it and it looks so cool here. And then we also have a McFarlane Toys Batman. He's a little bit hard to see. I may try and pull him out. He does have a stand and all. I'd like to get the Riddler to go with him if I can find him. But yeah, there's the Batman. Kind of a weird pose, but I also got this guy for like $7 on summer clearance. So had to snag him for the display. And then we have the Batmobile with Batman, Penguin obviously upgraded. Still need to get the Firestar upgrades for the Pattinson and Batman, but I love this Batmobile, even just as a regular set before it's even upgraded or anything. It's such a cool Batmobile, and I actually got this a year ago. I got it last Christmas in 2021, so yeah, that is really cool. Over here, we've got a Black Panther Wakanda Forever display. I don't know where this display is going to go next year if I get more sets, but for right now, it's a nice little Wakanda Forever display. We got Shuri Sunbird, there's Ironheart, we got Shuri. I'm so bummed this suit wasn't in the movie at all because this one got such great leg printing, but the actual Black Panther suit that Shuri got in the movie didn't. Anyways, there is Nakia, one of my favorite minifigures of the year. So detailed, aside from the hairpiece. Here's Namor's throne. I upgraded the face. It's from a Jurassic World guard. Here's one of those submarine things I stick on top. And there is a Tuma. And there's an extra Tuma back there. I'd like to eventually get the War on the Water set, but it's so dang expensive I may just end up buying the minifigures. But for right now, these two sets, I'm cool with. I like them right there. And then finally over here, we've got one more Marvel display. This is like a mini Spider-Man display. Obviously there's Vulture up there. I'm still trying to find his third little wing piece, unfortunately. Here's the Venice set from Far From Home, which I have now owned for 3 years. 3 Christmases ago I got this. There's Ned and MJ, who I also got 3 years ago. Same with that Spider-Man. And that Spider-Man. A lot of Spider-Man stuff I get for Christmas. But yeah, I've got those two pointing at each other. Absolutely love this Venice set still. It's such a cool Marvel set. It's such a nice display piece. There's the 4 Plus Mysterio drone. There is Mysterio, there's Nick Fury, and there's the black and red suit. So I like this little display. I could add more. I have plenty of Firestar Spider-Man figures, but this is just MCU Spider-Man. And on to the second and pretty much last row, we have the little Star Wars vignette sets. Here's the Octo Island Training. Love this one. Duel on Mustafar. Love this one. And Duel on Starkiller Base. I love that one as well. Lego Star Wars designers, please, I beg you, keep making these. Then I also just noticed this Endgame poster I didn't put up that fell back here. I need to put that up. Anyways, in this middle shelf was one of my favorite displays in my room, the Overwatch display. I used to be a big fan of Overwatch, but I just don't play it anymore. And Overwatch 2 is nothing really new, so these are all the Overwatch sets that I got back in, let's see, 2019, and a little bit of 2020. Yeah, it's a great display. I love these sets, and I wish they'd kept making more, but unfortunately Blizzard just kind of sucks as a studio, and LEGO does not want to be interacting with them. And then over here, we've got kind of a miscellaneous display. We've got 2 of the mini modulars that I've gotten over the past couple of Novembers, actually. This one is the Noodle Shop. Love the sign there. And this one is the Toy Shop. I think that one's from either 2020 or 2021. And it's just a nice little mini modular display. I've always liked the modulars, but I've never gotten the chance to get into them, which I'll get into later. But I do really like these mini modulars. And then back here, we've just got kind of a miscellaneous array of stuff. We've got the Easter Bunny set, there's the Stiggy Moloch, there's Benny, there's Metalbeard, there's Atlantis set, and then there's Emmett's Dream House, which I still really like, so I keep it back there, and you can kind of see a piece of it. And then down here, we've got some kind of just thrown together shelves that aren't really meant for display. Over here, I've got some Sig Figs and 2 Santa figures. These are the Sig Figs I have, as well as Ryan Reynolds Free Guy. So there's that. Also got some Speed Champions guys down here. And almost every single one of these little van sets. I'm going to show these Stormtroopers right here. Here's my Stormtrooper army that I never really grew anymore, but I'm happy with how they look. But down here is, oh no, the ice cream guy fell down. I'm not surprised by that, but I'm really disappointed that he fell down. Almost every little van set from Lego City that you can get. So you got the pizza van, the, oh, that's the caravan actually, and then the Mr. Chill ice cream van. I really want to get the slushy van at some point in the next year so they can go along with it, even though they're kind of just all shoved at the bottom. But yeah, there's that little extra display that I just keep right here. Over here, it's kind of empty. I made this little display originally for some Marvel figures, but this may go towards storage eventually. Right here, you can see my Guardians Advent Calendar. I wasn't a big fan of this one this year, but it's been sitting right there each morning while I open it. And then over here, we've got some miscellaneous stuff. This was my first Technic set I ever got. It's a pretty cool little set. It's got some suspension, but like over here, these are kind of just things I keep in kind of a storage. Here's the guy from the ice cream van. There's a little mailbox from a city set. There's the Captain Marvel polybag build. There's this Black Widow. I took off her arms because I used it for the Pattinson Batman. I didn't really care too much for this Black Widow. And then we've still got this little mini Avengers compound that I built all the way back in 2019, and I've never disassembled. Go check out the original video if you have it. I'll try and link it up above. Such a cool little thing that I built so long ago, and I'm shocked that I still have it built. So now we're going to move away from this shelf and move to this sort of corner right here. As you can see, I've got some giant boxes that I have no space for in my closet or under my bed. It's the Disney Castle and the Sanctum Sanctorum. They just kind of look cool right there. And then I have 2 sitcom sets that are also fairly large. The Seinfeld one and then the office one, obviously. And then I kept this thinking cap right here. This is Dustin's hat from Stranger Things Season 4. Really cool hat. I got it for my birthday, and I put it right next to my Stranger Things poster, which is right next to my Stranger Things display. It just all makes sense, right? And then right over above, we've got a Star Wars poster. I've had this one for almost half a decade now, and it's, as you can see, it's kind of seen better days. It looks like it's gotten chewed up, but for the most part, it's actually been in pretty decent condition other than that weird little corner. And then over here, we've got the Lego art project set. I never showed this set on my channel, but I got it for like, I want to say like 60, 50, 80, something like that dollars. I got it for a really good deal. It was on clearance on Lego Shop at Home, and I applied a ton of VIP points for my birthday whenever I got the Disney Castle, and I really, really wanted a cool Lego display piece at the time. This one was a little bit tedious, obviously, because it's just all of those tiles, but it is a really cool set, and it looks really great with the Galaxy Explorer, quite possibly my favorite set of the year. Such a good set. I really want to buy a light kit for it. You got all the astronauts in there, the little robot. You guys have seen my review for it. It's an amazing set. I love it. And then down here, we got the first set that I bought with my Bricks and Minifigs paycheck. This is President Business's Evil Lair. I think that's the correct name for it. It's such a cool Lego Movie display set that I've just had it up for the past half year, and I'm completely okay with that. And I'm completely okay with keeping it up for another half year. I may at some point disassemble it, but it's just such a cool display piece. It's the only Lego Movie 1 set that I own, and this President Business with his tall legs is so cool. I love the original Lego Movie, so this one is stuck and stayed up for a while. And then down here, this is very much a temporary display. This is the Marvel Funko Pop Advent Calendar. I've been getting more and more into action figures and Funko Pops, and I found out this Marvel one, there was only one left at my local Target, and it was on sale. So I got it, and I have to say, this is much better than the Lego one, where you get so many weird, random, and miscellaneous builds. Meanwhile, over here, you get a Marvel Pop every single day. Now, the only issue that I have is that there are some duplicates throughout. Like, you see this Captain America snowman, you get a glittery one about a week later. And you see this cute Groot, you get this one just a couple days later. And then there was like some glitter variants. There's obviously the gingerbread ones, which are really cool, as you can see. This one is a glow-in-the-dark variant. I'm not a fan of all the variants. Like, there's a Wanda and there's a glitter Wanda, but I do like these gingerbread cookies. These are really cool little gingerbread figures, and as you can tell, you can probably see all the different variants that are available, but there are some really cool ones, like this Spider-Man and this Rocket Raccoon and this Thor, a gingerbread Thanos, a gingerbread Black Panther with candy cane claws, this Iron Man. There are so many cool ones, a Spider-Man one, but there are just so many duplicates that it did bother me, but it was better than the Lego Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Advent Calendar for this year, in my opinion. The only real dud was the glitterized Captain Marvel. This one was just alright, but this one was just coated in glitter, and the back won't connect into the little peg that allows her to display. So that's very annoying, but other than that, this is a 7 out of 10 Advent Calendar, and I had a blast opening it up for the most part. This one is closer to a 5 out of 10 or 6 out of 10 because I already own some of these figures. There are only like 2 exclusive ones that I really wanted, and then there's some builds throughout that I liked, like the little Guardian ship and whatnot, but for the most part, this one was a dud in my opinion, and this one was only partially a dud. And then finally down here at the bottom shelf, once again, we've got more storage, just a giant tub full of sets that I probably should take apart if they're just sitting down here. And then I've got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff and promos. And now, speaking of Star Wars, we're going to take a look at the 2 Star Wars shelves that I have. Starting off with the bottom one, this is sort of modern Star Wars, I'm gonna name it for right now. First up, we've got the Razor Crest. I bought this set about a month ago around Thanksgiving for 100 bucks. Actually, for Black Friday, I bought it for 100 bucks. It was a great deal. I really love this set. It's not the most amazing looking. The UCS one is obviously better, and I'd love to have that one at some point, but this one's a great play scale Razor Crest. I really dig it. And then there's the mini one from the Advent Calendar, as well as the Beskar Mando and a little Grogu right there. I hope they still at some point upgrade that piece because it's not perfect. It's cool, but it's not perfect. And then here's the Mandalorian AT-ST, along with some more Mandalorian stuff throughout the sets. There's another Firestar Toys arm, and that was the Aerialite Darksaber, by the way. Here's the Dark Trooper Attack, a very, very cool set. I really like it. It's got some great features with the door that can open up, and then obviously you can force push, or the Darksaber in a What If episode of Star Wars knocks him out. But yeah, the only thing I don't like is that little wall. Over here we got a Black Series figure. It's the only Black Series figure I own. Right over here we got some Clone Wars stuff. Got the oh gosh, I can't even remember the names of these. AT-RT and the tank. I've lost a lot of my Star Wars knowledge over the past couple years, but here we've got Maul from Clone Wars Season 7, Ahsoka, the 501st Battle Pack, obviously, just some Clone Wars stuff from 2020. Then over here we've got my Boba Fett display. I love Boba Fett, but I hate the Boba Fett TV show. So there's that pop that I got for $10 at Target a while back during summer clearance, just like the Batman one. That one is really cool, though. I do like it, despite my despite my very strong opinions about the show. And then here we have the Boba Fett bust, which I got a while back. I can't remember whenever I got this, but I really love this one. And then we've got the Boba Fett Starship, or Slave One as it should be called. I love the display stand for it. Bought it for like $10 off. Didn't mind it for 40 bucks. I wish I could get the play scale one from, what, 2019 for the 20th anniversary Lego Star Wars? I think so. That one was much better. Hope to get that one at some point for a decent price, but for right now, I'm content with that one. And then right here, we have the second Star Wars shelf. Here we have the Millennium Falcon from 2019 from The Rise of Skywalker. Probably the best play scale Millennium Falcon. Really do love it. I've had it for 3 years now. 3 Christmases ago, I got this. There are some microfighters on top, the Han Solo microfighter. And then there's even, right down here, a little skimpy, tiny advent calendar one. And then there's the droid escape pod with the droids. There's the 2020, or I think it was 2021 X-Wing Starfighter with, once again, the advent calendar build. There's Luke. There's everything right there. There's Dio. Not the biggest fan of this one, but I still have it on display. Here's one of my favorite Star Wars sets of all time, the Death Star Final Duel. As you probably all remember from 2020, I was obsessed with this set for the longest time, and I still really love it. It's a great display and play set. Down here we've got Princess Leia. There's a little Tatooine build, a little Dorito tie from The Rise of Skywalker from that same advent calendar. Back there is Obi-Wan's hut. I have the minifigs in it. I just have it closed up because there's not enough space. Here's one of my other favorite Star Wars sets of all time, Yoda's hut. I need to get the vignette one that came out this year. The Dagobah set. I can't remember the actual name, but I really love this one, so I'm sure I'll love the one that's supposed to be more of a display piece. And then back there we've got the 2021 TIE Fighter that goes with that one, and of course a polybag build on top. Here we've got a couple of Mandalorian things, since it kind of just goes with this Yoda. I got this Yoda fairly recently for $80, or actually it was about 4 months ago or so. It was the same day that I got the Pops. But anyways, I've been wanting this Yoda for a while. He's pretty cool, pretty creepy. I need to change out the eyepieces because I have a ton of 1x1s that would work perfectly for that. But anyways, Grogu just goes so well with Yoda that I couldn't put him down here next to the Razor Crest. It just wouldn't look as good. So I put the brick heads over here as well, and then obviously the display stand. And they look really, really good together. So there were the 2 Star Wars shelves. And then the final shelf on this wall is the Harry Potter shelf. This is my largest shelf with the most sets, definitely. There is the Graveyard Duel. We've got the Quidditch. There's the Room of Requirement. They're all kind of just stuffed back there at the moment. But there's Hagrid's Hut. We got the Great Hall, which was one of my first ever like big sets that I got. I was so happy to get this set whenever it came out. Very few of you probably remember whenever I was excited about this set because it came out what feels like so long ago now, like 4 years ago. Then here we got the Astronomy Tower. Just got this one for Christmas and built it up yesterday. The greenhouse is really cool. It doesn't look too great next to the Great Hall because the Great Hall is supposed to be kind of taller than the Astronomy Tower, I think. Or anyways, I'm gonna move it around a little bit, but it doesn't look perfect right there to me. And there's the Clock Tower, which I got 2 years ago now. 1 year ago, two years ago now. There's the brick heads that I got 3 years ago. There's, oh gosh, what's his name? I can't even remember his name, but he's cool. There's the Night Bus and the Creator 3-in-1 Witch that I got this year. I think it looks so good with this Night Bus. And it's like witches and wizards. It works. I can keep this Halloween set up. And then I got the Hungarian Horntail up there. I need to get the new one. It's so much better. And then there's Dumbledore's office. Really cool set. I actually like it quite a bit. It's just the price is awful. Here's the Hogwarts Express. Really, really love this one. I've got some track for my winter village, but I don't have any sort of motors or anything, and I really want to get some motors and maybe even a light kit for it. I've got some minifigures scattered about. And then there's the giant snake. I can't remember the name. Like I said, my Star Wars and Harry Potter knowledge is rusty. I've been into Marvel and Avatar and tons of other stuff recently. I've just been kind of out of it. And then here is the Chamber of Secrets. You can't really see the Chamber of Secrets all that well, but the other Great Hall looks pretty good, and it goes well with Dumbledore's office, just not, whoa, I don't know what just dropped, but not as well with the other two since they don't have as much sand green. But love the glow-in-the-dark figure. I got this last summer, and it looks pretty good. So there's my Harry Potter shelf, and then finally showcase these two posters. This was from my Scholastic book that I bought on sale. This one I got from Target for the Lego release day of Harry Potter all the way back in summer of 2018. And now moving over into this corner, we've got a couple extra boxes that are just too large and I don't really have space for at the moment. It's covering up this really cool Force Awakens poster that I've had forever. And then you can see my 23 tags for whenever I graduate in the spring of next year, so that's pretty exciting. And then up here we've got a puzzle that my dad made. It's from The Empire Strikes Back, my second favorite movie of all time and my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. It is a puzzle that was turned into a poster. It was all glued together, and it looks pretty great. Up here, we've got two Lego movie posters of Ninjago movie and Batman movie. They really should be flipped if they're supposed to be in order. Need to fix that at some point. Behind my door is this Lightyear poster that I got for free from Disney Movie Insiders. Just like that Avatar one right over there. And this one, once again, is printed on the other side so it can light up. Pretty cool poster. Didn't care for the movie, so that's why it's back here. Then we've also got 3 Skylanders posters that I've just kept from whenever I was younger. They're all out of order. It's Game 4, Game 3, and then Game 5, so that's annoying, but that is what it is. Over here we got this art piece of The Amazing Spider-Man. I got this after Christmas last year, and it's pretty sweet. I think I got it for like 20 bucks. It was really cool. This art piece, or it's kind of sort of an art piece, this Avengers Assemble one, it's really heavy, so it's hard to show it like that. There we go. It is an MCU one. You can see that is the Mark 48, 43 or something from Iron Man 3. But that Captain America doesn't look a whole lot like Chris Evans to me. But it is an officially licensed Infinity Saga product, as you can see right there. But yeah, I got that. Don't know where I'm going to put it. And then I have this Iron Man one that I got for my birthday this year, which is really cool. I just need to move this Spider-Man one up just a little bit so I can put this one up. It's like, it's still got the plastic on it and all, so need to put that one up. And then over here we've got a bit of storage stuff. This cube, this little shelf that I can eventually use, my old computer, character encyclopedia, thumb drive for school. Got a little tub to hold some more stuff at some point. I've got these tackle boxes to hold miscellaneous extra pieces and accessories. And then right here, this is actually one of my own art pieces of the Italian Stallion, Rocky Balboa, my favorite fictional character of all time. Made this almost a year ago as well, and I'm still really happy with it, even a year later. I got a really good grade on it in my drawing class, so yeah. And then we have some more posters. Excuse me while I move some stuff around. Got Death on the Nile. This is what I'm sure people thought Knives Out would be. This is not even close to Knives Out or Glass Onion. It's a pretty mediocre movie, and I predicted pretty much everything as I was watching it, so it was just an okay movie, but it's got really nice colors, and I've just kept it up all year. Then we've got a Zenmark poster for Top Gun Maverick. Love this movie, and Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm sure y'all know my opinion on this movie. I really like it, and it's a fun time. And then right over here, we've got my closet. I'm not going to show anything in it because this part is shared by my brother, this part is shared by me. But up top, there's a little section where I store some Lego boxes, and that's about it. We've got a poster from the Batman and Stranger Things Season 3, both given by Mason the Nerd, so thanks to him. And then up top, we have two cartoon CMFs. So we've got the Looney Tunes from 2021 and the Muppets from this year. I love both of these series and they look really, really awesome. So there was this sort of entry point corner in the room. And now moving on to the final area of the room that probably a lot of you are waiting for, my desk and shelf area. But before I do that, I forgot to mention that I actually have this Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness poster right above my bed and next to my windows. And then all the way up here, we have the Thor Love and Thunder Goat Boat, goated set, awful movie. Yeah, I really like the Goat Boat, but I really don't have much good space for it, so I just kept it up here. It looks like dust, but it looks cool right there, so I'm okay with this. And I'm not a big fan of the movie anyways, but here's my desk area. I guess I'll start off from the bottom and then work my way up. So right over here, got the power strip. Down here, got some papers and some notebooks that I write scripts with. We've got tons and tons of pick brick cups to sort. Tons of brick separators, more pencils, webcam and game capture card, tons of wires, tons of boxes. This is my old tripod over here. I probably need to toss this in my closet now that I have a new one. This one is, whoop, got caught on something. This one is very much broken. There's one leg that's, actually clicked it back in, but it's very much broken. I think it's this one. There's one of them. Well, regardless, this one is broken. It's pretty obsolete now. I don't really need it anymore. But in this Tupperware box right here, I've got some miscellaneous stuff. I've got this sealed promo. I've got this old McDonald's poly bag. This Spider-Man poly bag sealed. I've got a ton of these VIP bags still sealed. I've got a ton of these Firestar toys and Build a Minifig section boxes. And here I've got some base plates, some bags, more miscellaneous pieces, some resealed up sets or sort of certified sets, if you will. So yeah, that's pretty much everything down here. Not a whole lot going on. I actually have this signature framed from Moto from Lego Masters. I just gotta put it back up. It's a really cool signature. I love his logo as well. So I'm gonna put that right here to remind me. And then here's my desk. It's just slightly messy. I've got the other two sets I still need to build. Here's my tripod stuff. There's my case for my gimbal, and here's the other tripod. Here's my computer I edit all my stuff on. I've got some more miscellaneous stuff right here, my notebook, which I write scripts on. And then right here, we've got our first shelf right above, or actually I'll show right down here real quick. There's this little Ninjago thing that I got from my boss for free, which is pretty cool. I got my original No Way Home ticket, the 2021 Denver, Colorado exclusive Moto trading card. There are those Moon Knight figures that I stuck on there using some of this sticky putty. And I've got two drawings that I've kept up for over a year now of the Watcher and Captain Carter. I've just always kept these up, so they've just stayed with me here. So I may take them down at some point. I'm still pretty happy with them, but I'd rather put something up right there instead. So here's my second shelf. I got the Boutique Hotel very recently, only about 2 weeks ago. My very first modular, if you don't count the Sanctum Sanctorum over there, which it is a modular set, but it's not within the modular sub-theme. So that's the reason why I kind of don't count it. Love this set, easily one of the best modulars ever. I've looked through all the modulars, if you haven't noticed. Wink, wink. That video should release pretty soon. But I really love this set, and I have to keep it at a corner angle like this because it just looks better like this. And whenever it's at the side, just by itself, it looks weird. But once I connect it to the Jazz Club and hopefully Assembly Square, I plan to get Assembly Square and many more modulars in the future, so stay tuned for that. I'll put it to the side and it'll look a little bit better. Plan to also get a light kit in the future. Big plans for the modulars. Then right here, we got this little promo that released a couple years back, or was it a year ago? Or was it a couple years ago? I can't even remember anymore. And then right here, we got this Video Ice Cream Man, this Brickfest Live VIP torso, which I got from Brickfest, Denver Brickfest last December, where I met Moto. And also we have two others. There's Playwell Moto. There's Corey from Lego Masters Season 2. And then there was Caleb from Lego Masters Season 2. So I got all three of their signatures and met them last year. A really fun time. And back here we got the Statue of Liberty brickhead, and it goes pretty well with this New York postcard. I kind of want to put both of them up there, but if you can't tell, this part is a little stuffed. I've got some miscellaneous minifigures, some very nice pops. It's very stuffed right here at the moment just because I'm tossing this right here so I can have room down here for the moment. I bought this sorting container about 3 months back so I could sort everything. Here's what I mentioned whenever I said I had a ton of 1x1s that could fix that Yoda's eyes over there, because they're clear eyes and they look into the deepest, darkest depths of your soul, as you can tell. So I may use like a dark blue one or black one from in there or something, but I've sorted through all these different ones from the pab wall at the Lego store and stuff, and I plan to get more of these in the future, but they're gonna be on this desk instead. So once I get my next few modulars or next few sets, all this stuff right here will go down to right here as desk displays, or I'll move them in somewhere over here along these shelves. So I've always got a plan for how I can move stuff around. But anyways, here are more Firestar Toys figures. I decided to kind of go the Harry Potter route for what they did in the advent calendar this year that my brother got, where they put the minifigures on 2x4 plates. I tried out 2x4 bricks, and they're sort of color-coded, and it looks really cool. So, got the Spider-Man with the red brick, kind of made a makeshift sand green brick out of some sand green plates for Green Goblin. Did the same for Doc Ock with the bright green one, and then Mobius obviously with the brown one. There's the Marvel CMF series. Here's my ring light that I use. I put some papers to sort of diffuse the light and soften it, and it's just standing up right here, so everything looks decent from where I'm pointing it like this or anywhere near over here. So yeah, there was the first shelf, and then up here is the much more exciting one in my opinion, the second shelf. Here's the treehouse. I swapped it out for fall colors because at my church's trunk or treat, we decorated trunks, and I did a Lego theme this year, and it was really cool, so I changed that out to fall colors and added some pumpkins and whatnot, and it looks really cool. I really love this set. It's one of the best Lego idea sets in my opinion. And then right over here, we got Disney Overload. There's the Disney Castle. It just almost hits the ceiling, but I absolutely love this set. It's one of my favorite sets. Top one in my collection. I don't know if it's my favorite one, but it's massive and it's very cool. And then I put my Disney Series 2 figures along with Incredibles, and then some Buzz Lightyear stuff. My very original Buzz Lightyear that I got whenever I was like 4 or 5. And I've got some of the Lego stuff and Rex, and it's a really cool little Disney display, or not very little Disney display. And then one more thing before we head out. Here are a couple more things. I got a Ninjago poster right here that I've had forever. 2 Ninjago Halloween masks whenever I dressed up as Ninjago characters years ago. And then we have a Dune poster from the book Dune that I got. So yeah. So there you all have it. That was pretty much everything. I've got quite the room in here. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of sets, a lot of posters. And I'm pretty happy with how my room looks right now. I've kind of cleaned it up over the past couple of months throughout school to make sure it looks the best for December. And at almost any angle that I film in here for this video, it looks really cool, and I'm so happy with it. And this is what I wanted 4 years ago whenever I said I wanted to be a Lego collector. It's just to have just a giant bedroom full of really, really cool sets that it could look like almost a Lego store. And I think I'm accomplishing that goal pretty well, wouldn't you say? So there you all have it. There was my room tour. I know many people have wanted this video pretty much all year, but I wanted to make sure this is the best my room can look. I'm sure by January it'll change with my January 1st haul, but yeah, that's pretty much it. There was my Lego room tour. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all are satisfied and happy to finally see that I made it. So if you all enjoyed this room tour and if you all enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. Bye and have a great day.